Tonight, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
By Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
They do go for it. Here's Allen, and it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. There's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's caught by Penny. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack? And the pressure gets to him again. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here is complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Waller. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The tackle by Derwin James.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 21-yard line.
Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Allen rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. To go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Joe Reed returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now it's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want, of course, a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down.
Herbert throwing again. And he finds Penny. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hamilton on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Hayne to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He finds Smith out of the backfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Airing it out for Hamilton. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bills have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he knocks it through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here's Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert. 20! Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, L.A.! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Hayne to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Singletary. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Singletary again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to you.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
The pass.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
No good. The score remains tied.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On second down. Singletary. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Herbert now. And able
to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's third down.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Open man is Reed. He's got it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now it's Penny. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Open man, here is Hamilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the 1st down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The big fella. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Michael Badgley.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That's caught by Penny. He did it again. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Penny, a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle. And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice. So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.